go to Facebook. Meet
Yes, good evening everyone. We are there on one more live, and the topic today is job safe. Yes, I'm hearing from a lot of people these days, especially the mentees who keep coming to our community sessions and are really active on YouTube, Instagram. So, what I hear is that what is happening in the job market? Is it really safe? Is it really gonna give us what we are looking for? Is the growth going to be there the way it is? In fact, one of my friend, we just got on a call today in the morning. So he works with one of the prestigious brands, and he said, in terms of sales, in terms of the revenue, in terms of the profits, the market is not doing that great. So, what does this mean? Is this something which should stop us from taking actions? Is this something which is in our control? It is not, right? What is in our control is that we have to work on building a powerful brand, because this is the time where you can exercise and build your muscle and get going. Right? So I want to just say hi to everybody here. Chetu, Gautam, Anjali, Naveen, yes, Krishna, Gautam, Karthik, Mangesh, Venugopal, how are you all doing today? And are you also hearing some of that sort of news which is kind of bothering you, that is the job gonna be safe, and how much it is going to harm you or gonna give you something fruitful? So what are you hearing? What is happening in your career? I would like to hear from you. So type into the chat box so that I get to know that what is exactly happening in your job, in your field. Yeah, the first simple question I want to ask, are you job safe? Say yes or no. I would be really getting to know that what is there in your mind. Yeah. Hi Lavlesh. So what's happening? Are you feeling that your job is right now safe, or are you job safe or no? Hi John. Karthik, Mangesh, Venugopal. Come on, type into the chat box. Jagannath, Siddharth, Saurav, hi everybody, Akhil, Shrikant. So we are going to actually host a full session of 2+ hours tomorrow on the same topic, because I know this is something which needs to be worked upon, this is something which needs to be researched, so that we can find out that whether it's gonna be working in this way. That, some of us are thinking that it's because of the AI thing which is happening right now. As most of us know, Anthropic CEO has already mentioned in many of his articles that almost 70% of the white collar jobs are gonna get vanished. Is that true? is that a reality? And if that's happening, how far and how quickly it's gonna happen and it's gonna take place? So what are your thoughts? What do you think? Yeah, hi Preeti, hi Yash, hi Sumit, hi Ishwar. What are your thoughts on this? And what are you present to that? Is this something which is gonna be harming you as well, or you are fully secure and you know that your career is shaping up the way it is and you are taking some actions which is helping you grow in your career and you're least bothered about whatever is happening in the market? As if you are working on some things, you are making yourself job safe by taking on some challenges, which is working on your communication skills, working on your executive presence skills, working on your team building skills, working on your leadership skills. Yeah, these are some of the skills which we know AI can never touch, because that's something which is human. It's a human to human touch. It's a personal skill, right? And as we say, these are some of the soft skills which you need to definitely have. So we're going to be touching on this topic tomorrow in a Q&A session which happens at 8 p.m. and you have the link already being shared in the group, and also you would see it must be flashing on the screen also, so you can click on that link and join. You can see that under my video there's a red icon which says join our community. If you join here, we will have a kind of one-on-one discussion after we cover the topic, where you can share your thoughts and we will get present to that and what kind of problems you are facing in your job. Some of you might say that it is right now not the environment where I would really enjoy working versus the environment which it was there, and some of you say it is really good because I have personally worked on AI and I have really got ready that what I need to create. Yes, so that's how it works. So let me just quickly ask you some questions that will get you ready in terms of making your career really ready. So I am measured on outcomes and results, not just tasks completed. Is that right? Say yes or no. You're measured on outcomes and results, not just tasks completed. And then less than half on my weekly work is routine or repeatable. If this is yes for you, you are not job safe. I regularly make judgment calls that have no clear playbook. There is no backing, there is no research, you are just making the judgment calls basis of your emotions, and sometimes you feel that you are carried away. Right? Hi Priyanka. Hi Raghav. Hi Vishal Mote. Hi Abhishek. Hi Sridhar. So type in your questions. What are you thinking in terms of, are you job safe? What is happening in your career at this moment? Are you kind of feeling that these are the things which bother me also, Vishal, sometimes? That what's going to happen next? As we keep seeing the announcements on layoffs, and as we keep seeing some of the CEOs, top CEOs of the companies are always announcing that we are going to have that kind of a thing, this kind of a thing, then probably we're going to be laying off, we're going to be having AI, what is happening in the market? So what are your questions related to your career which are present with you, which you want to handle? What do you want to handle it in a certain way, using AI, without AI? So let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. Yeah, Varshini, Renu. Yes. Come on. Type it into the chat box. Mohit, Sumit, what are your thoughts on this? Hi Ajin, hi Honey. Let me know. What do you think? And let me now just quickly go to the next points. My manager could name exactly what I add that a tool cannot. I highlighted some of the skills which are negotiation skills, branding skills, your personal one-to-one connect with team, which is team building skills, and how do you handle office politics. I am genuinely fluent in at least one AI tool used in my real job. Think about it. Say yes or no. People outside my own team know my work and trust it. You know, when you build a personal brand and when you are not in the room, what people are saying about you. Yeah. Is there a common message which is flowing across that this is how you are and this is what kind of an impact you are making, or it is not there? Yeah. So let me know in the chat box what are your thoughts on this. Hi Kushal, hi Bhushan, hi Praveen, hi Pankaj. So we are live, by the way, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram and on LinkedIn. So you can actually connect with me personally as well, so that we can talk about your career challenges in more detail if you are willing and if you are really wanting to learn more about that. So you have the link getting flashed in the video in Instagram, on YouTube, and it will be there in my bio as well, where you can join our community where we meet weekly once. Sometimes it's on Tuesday, sometimes it's happening on Thursday, right? So you can click on the link and join our community where we will have a one-on-one discussion where we will see how we can empower you more to handle such situation, which is clearly coming out that how many of us are actually not doing some repeated tasks, some tasks which can be easily replaced by AI, and we feel danger in our job. So think about that and put it into the comment box what bothers you at this moment about your career. Yes, Satish, Radhya, Vijay, hi, good evening. Let me know in the comment box what is holding you back to grow in your career the way you want to grow. And the next thing is, I have had 3+ real career conversations in the last month. When I say real career conversations, was it an interview call which you got? Was it a call or a discussion with your boss? Or did you reach out to the senior management to tell them that what are you doing? What is the impact you are creating in the current job? Or if it's an external thing, how are you solving the problems which are there in the industry in your area? And then my work is visible to decision makers, not only to my direct boss. How about that? Yeah, one of the person I just met yesterday in one of the community sessions. So he mentioned that he was there in the community sessions regularly. He was attending the community sessions and he was kind of, implementing the things which were told, which was to do with the LinkedIn branding, hidden job market, working on communication, building the confidence muscle, working on communication, and reading some of the material which we keep passing on as free in the community sessions. So after doing that, after attending 6 sessions, he doubled his salary. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, if you are consistent with your actions, anything is possible, even though the market is tough. But what are you doing about it? Yeah. Hi Rajni. Hi Sumit. How are you doing today? What is right now happening in your career? What is kind of there with you which you want to solve at this moment, ensuring that you get going and you actually get present to the situation you are dealing with? Yes, type it into the chat box. What are you struggling with and what are you trying to solve in your career so that you create a powerful career? Some of you who have still not joined our community, the link is there in my bio and the link is also flashing on the screen. So make sure you click on the link and be part of this career coaching first kind of a community where you will be kind of told about how you can grow in your career. And simply by implementing a simple framework which we teach in all our sessions, which is called address. A stands for AI, which is, by the way, the topic is coming from that. Is our job safe right now if we are not equipping ourselves, not learning about AI, and how are we upskilling? So you will see that getting covered in tomorrow's session at 8 p.m. and click on the link on the screen in my bio to join and learn more about it. And you have a choice to ask any question if you want to ask. That's A. D stands for differentiate. How do you differentiate yourself in today's job market? Are you kind of me too, or me better, or me only? How do you position yourself in such a way that you stand out as me only? That's your D. Yeah, hi Praveen, hi Sagar, hi Savant, hi Kaushik, Khushbu Kaushik. So make sure you are clicking on the link and joining so that we can discuss one-on-one in the community session. How is your career shaping up in this tough time? And then R stands for relationship with boss. Is your boss just looking at the work you are doing, or your boss also pushing your case to be pushed to the higher management where you get the due promotion, the due hike, the due negotiation which you want to do? It's going to happen through the boss, right? And then comes your resume building, where we have recently launched a powerful tool. You will find that also in one of our YouTube video, where you just click on that tool. You will be able to optimize your LinkedIn, you will be able to optimize your resume, you will be able to do the interview practice with me live in that tool, which is called Career AI Suite tool. And then you can also work on negotiation skills. There is a negotiation coach also in that tool which trains you how you can crack the code when it comes to negotiation. And then of course there is elevator pitch, there is salary intelligence tool, and many more things which will excite you to get the results which you want. And it is absolutely free for the first 10 engagements. So the link would be there in my YouTube video. You can just go and search on my latest YouTube video. It will be there in the description and you can join. But before that, if you want that tool access and you want to understand more about that tool in detail, you can join our community. We will have a real run through, a demonstration of how you can use that tool effectively to build your career. Right? So that stands for R. Then comes E, which is exposure to senior management. Exposure to senior management and enabling hidden job market. There are many job opportunities which are not even visible to you. How do you reach to them? We will touch upon that as well. And then S comes to salary negotiation and interview mastery, and last S comes to smart LinkedIn profile. So that's the address framework on which we keep coming up with new topics, taking on your questions and answering all your doubts. Yeah, so hi Sarathi, hi Kapil, hi Ramesh, hi Karthik, hello Venkat, hello Sarash Reddy, hello Shravanya. So you have the option on my screen where you just need to click on that link and join our community, and I will see you live in tomorrow's session where we discuss how you can be job ready so that you can actually be rest assured whatever the market is going through, but you are not suffering, but you are building. This is the time where you need to build, you need to upskill yourself the way this time is. Right? So this was one more live today. I just want to say thank you and acknowledge and appreciate each one of you for being here and participating. But I want you to make a bigger impact. So for that, you need to join our fast growing community, which is, the link is there in my bio on the screen. See you tomorrow at 8 p.m. sharp. Yes, with this, bye-bye.